potential is equals to k into 10 power minus 6 into, so how much totally? This is 120, 120 minus 110 is 10. That's all, number. So k value is 9 into 10 power minus 1 by 4 pi naught, no? So into 10 power minus 5. Clear? So minus 9 minus 4 is minus 14. So therefore how much it is? So 9 into 10 power minus 14 volts. That is our answer. That's all, no? Come on, make a note of that one. This is plus sign, no, sorry. So plus 9, this one is minus plus 4. That should be our answer. 9 into 10 power, 9 into 10 power plus 4. Okay. What is happening? So 4 charges plus q minus q and minus q are arranged at 4 corners of a square. Clear? So calculate the electric potential at point O. So first we will do that calculation. First question is this one, no? First question is electric potential at point O. So can you say how can we calculate, anybody? Electric potential at point O means exactly at the center of this square. Anybody, can you say the answer, ma? Without any calculation also we can say the answer. No need of any calculation. 0. Electric potential at point O is 0. Why it is 0? Electric potential at point O, why it is 0? Because, so this plus q and minus q, they are at equal distance from this point O, no? So potential due to plus q and minus q will get cancelled. Or I can say potential due to this plus q and this minus q also will get cancelled. Clear, no? Similarly, potential due to these two or these two also will get cancelled, no? So total potential at point O will be 0. So that is our answer for first question. So therefore, electric potential at point O is how much? It is going to be 0. Are you able to understand, ma? So next what he is asking, so if E and F are the midpoints of sides BC and CD, this is BC and this is CD, so these are the midpoints, point E and point F. Clear? Then what will be the work done in carrying a charge of E from 0 to E, from here to here, if I want to carry a charge of E? Clear, ma? E charge I want to carry from 0 to E. Then how much work I have to do? Then we will calculate from 0 to F. Okay. First of all, try to say the answer of this one. Which one? Second question is work done to carry charge from where to where? To carry charge from O to E. Okay, ma? So how can I calculate work done? Can you say, anybody? How can I calculate work done to carry charge from O to E? How can I calculate? Yes, that's all. So already we have calculated previously, no? So I want to shift charge from O to E, no? I want to shift charge from O to E. So therefore, what is the potential difference between these 2 points? So VE minus VO is equals to work done per unit charge. That's all, no? Which a charge I am carrying? I am carrying a charge of E here. Clear? So therefore, what is the equation for work done? Work done is equals to potential difference. Potential difference is VE minus VO multiplied by E. Clear, nama? So potential difference at VO already we have calculated. Now what is the potential difference at point O? 0 volts. This already I have calculated. Now how can you calculate potential difference at point E? This one I have to calculate, no? So if I calculate potential difference at point E, then I can calculate potential difference between point E and point O. Multiplied that one by charge. Which charge? Charge is E, no? Small e. Charge is small e. Clear, nama? So if I do this calculation, that should be my answer. Now can you say what is the potential at point E? Potential at this point. Here potential will be how much? It is also 0. Definitely it is 0 only. What is the reason? See, this point, it is equal distance from minus q and plus q, no? So potential due to this one and this one will get cancelled. Similarly, same point E, it is equidistance from this charge and this charge also, no? That's all, no? This point E, it is equidistance from positive charge and this negative charge also. Again, potentials due to these two charges also will get cancelled. So therefore, potential at point E also it is equal to 0. Clear? Now what is the value of work done? So W is equals to 0 minus 0 into E. So work done is how much? 0. So what is meant by work done is 0? It means to carry any charge from this position to this position, I need not do any work. I need not do any work. That is the meaning of this one. Okay, ma? Come on. First make a note of this one, then we will do the third calculation. So next one which he is asking us to calculate is work done from carrying a charge from 0 to F. So O to F. This work done also I have to calculate. Clear? So what is our third question? Third question is work done to calculate a charge from. So work done to calculate charge from where to where, ma? So from okay, ma? Work done to calculate a charge from O to F. Clear? So again same concept, no? So Vf minus Vo multiplied by E. That is the equation for work done, no? Work done is equals to potential difference multiplied by the charge which you are carrying. So potential at a point O already we have calculated, it is 0. So now I want to calculate potential at point F, no? Potential at point F. So how can I calculate this potential? Potential at this point. Clear, ma? So potential at this point also, is it 0? Potential at point F also, can I say is it 0? Is it 0 or not? Huh? Definitely, see, potential minus Q and minus Q. Potential these two will not get cancelled, but potential these two will add up here. And potential due to plus Q and plus Q also, they will get added up only here. Clear, ma? And potential due to these two is less than potential due to these two in terms of magnitude. Because these two negative charges are present at a small distance at this point F, no? And this plus Q and plus Q, they are present at longer distance. So as the distance increases, magnitude of potential definitely decreases. Okay, ma? So definitely at a point F, potential is not equal to 0. Clear, ma? Now can you say what is the magnitude of potential due to charges which are present at A and B? First of all, I will calculate this one, ma. So potential due to A is equals to potential at B. Now KQ divided by R. R value is how much? Can you see? R value means which distance? This distance I can call it as R value, no? This distance is R value. So how can I calculate this R value? This is also R. This value is also equal to R only. Clear? So how can I calculate this R value? This is A, this is A by 2, no, ma? Clear? So therefore R value is equals to how much? Square root of A square plus A by 2 whole square. Clear? So therefore it is square root of A square plus A square divided by 4. Clear? So 5A square divided by 4. So total how much it is? So root 5A divided by 2. That is the R value. Clear now? One value we have calculated. Come on, make a note of this one first of all. Clear now? So R value is equals to root 5 divided by A. Okay. So therefore one value we have calculated. Similarly, potential due to A comma B I can calculate now. So VA is equals to VB is equals to KQ divided by R. R value is root 5 A divided by 2. Clear? Now I should calculate potential due to D and C also, nama. So potential due to D is equals to potential due to C is equals to minus KQ divided by R dash. So let this distance be R dash. This is R dash, this is also R dash. So R dash distance, how can I calculate? R dash distance already it is A by 2 only, no? So therefore, potential due to D minus is equals to potential due to C is equals to minus KQ divided by A by 2. Okay. Now can't I calculate total potential? So come on. Now calculate the total potential. I am rubbing this one. So okay, ma? Total potential is how much? So potential at a point F is equals to 2 into KQ divided by R. R value is how much? Root 5A divided by 2 minus 2kq divided by, here our value is a by 2. That's all, Nama. So therefore, potential at point F is how much? 2kq I can take common, no? 2kq by a also I can take common. So it is how much then? 2 by root 5 minus 2 by root 5 minus 2. That's all, no? So therefore, potential at point F is equals to 2 also if I take common, 4kq divided by a multiplied by 1 by root 5 minus 1. So potential at point F is equals to 4kq divided by a into 1 minus root 5 divided by root 5. So I got value up to here, no? That's all, no? So therefore, can't I calculate work done now? So work done from traveling a charge from 0 to F. So how much, ma? So Vf minus V naught multiplied by E. That's all, no? So Vf already we have calculated this one, E value already we have no, and V naught is 0, no? So just substitute that one, that should be our answer. Okay? Come on. Make a note of that. So therefore, what are the calculations we will get? So work done is equals to, so 4kq divided by A multiplied by 1 by root 5 minus 1 multiplied by E. That's all, no? So W is equals to 4 into K value is how much? 1 by 4 pi E naught. Clear, ma? Into Q divided by A into, so 1 minus root 5 divided by root 5 multiplied by E. That's all, no? So 4 and 4 gets cancelled. So Q divided by pi E naught A into 1 minus root 5 divided by root 5 into E. So this is the equation for work done from where to where? From 0 to F. Okay? That's all. Make a note of this one. So can you say how can I do this problem? Okay. See, ma. Electric field in a region is given by, E value is given, electric field is given. What is E value? So E dash is equals to A divided by x cube I cap. That is the value which is given, Nama. So we need to write a potential, expression for potential in the region, assuming potential at infinity to be 0. So what is meant by assuming potential at infinity to be 0? What is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this one? Can you say? So I want to calculate potential at a region by assuming potential to be infinity, 0 at infinity. What is the meaning of this? It means we are supposed to calculate absolute potential of that point, no? It means we are supposed to find out absolute potential of that point. That's all. Clear, Nama? That is the definition of absolute potential, no? So, noise is coming. Here there is no noise, ma? Are you getting any noise, ma? Students? What noise you are getting? So all of you switch off your mics, ma, for some times. So some noise students are getting. Okay. Okay, ma? So absolute, that is the definition of absolute potential, no? Work done to bring a unit test charge from infinity to a particular point. That is called as absolute potential. So here also he is asking us to find out absolute potential only. So how can I calculate absolute potential? So V is equals to minus integration of E dash dot dl dash. This is the equation for potential, no? And to calculate absolute potential, what are the limits I have to apply? Limits I have to apply are from infinity to point R. R is any point where I am calculating the electric potential. Okay, ma? So sound is again coming, ma? Somebody. So remove that sound. Switch off your microphones. That is better. Clear? So therefore, V is equals to minus integration of E value is how much? A divided by x cube I cap. Clear, ma? So can you say what is meant by I cap here? I cap means what? So let us see. So therefore, limits are applied from minus infinity to the point R where I want to calculate electric potential. Now what is meant by I cap here? This is I cap, no? Electric field I cap. I cap means what? I cap means, it means that electric field is present along X-axis only. So therefore this dl dash also I have to take in which direction? I have to take dl dash also along x-axis only, because so work will be done only when you are going in the direction of electric field or in opposite direction of electric field. If you are moving perpendicular to the electric field, work cannot be done. This is already we have studied, no? So therefore this dl dash also how I will write? I will write it as dx I cap. I have to write like this. Dl dash, instead of dl dash I will write dx into I cap. Are you able to understand, no? So this is of the form of a dot product only, no? So what is the formula for dot product if vectors are given in component form? x1 x2 plus y1 y2 plus z1 z2. Already we have calculated this one. So v is equals to minus integration of infinity to point r, so by a by x cube into dx. Clear? So therefore what is the calculation? So now what are the constants? A is a constant, no? So I will take out of this one out of integration. So minus a integration, limits are applied from infinity to r, so 1 by x cube into dx. Clear, ma? So what is integration of 1 by x cube into dx? So v is equals to minus a integration of integration infinity to r, so x power minus 3 dx. Okay, so integration of x power minus 3 dx is how much? So minus a, so x power minus 3 plus 1 divided by minus 3 plus 1. Limits are applied from infinity to r. So v is equals to minus a. So how much this one is? So x power minus 2 divided by minus 2. Limits are applied from infinity to r. Clear now? So v is equals to minus a into 1 by minus 2 x square. Limits are applied from infinity to r. So first I will substitute r value here. Then if I substitute x value, then total will become 0. So v is equals to minus a into 1 by minus 2 into r square. So this is our answer. That's all, no? So can you say, ma? Anybody? So this is the arrangement of charges. Clear? Then how can you calculate electric potential at the center? Anybody? So what is the total amount of charge? Total amount of charge is Q. So this charge is distributed like this. So these are what kind of rings? They are insulators. They are non-conducting rings. Then only this kind of arrangement is possible. Clear, ma? If they are conducting rings, then what will happen? Charge will be uniformly distributed. But here charge, is it uniformly distributed? Charge is not uniformly distributed. So only in this condition, charge is uniformly distributed throughout the circumference of the ring. Clear, ma? Here charge is present only on half circumference. And it is only 75% of the ring is charge, remaining 25%, that is 1 by 4th of the ring is empty here. It is not charged. Clear? Now can you say, because of first ring, what is the potential at center of the ring? Can you say, ma? Huh? Kq by r, that's all. This radius is r, no? So already we have done this problem. Already we have calculated this type of models, no, previously. So how we have calculated? I have taken a small dq. I have taken a small dq. So because of this small dq, what is the small amount of potential exactly at the center of the ring? So dv is equals to k dq divided by r. This is the formula, no? If I want total potential, what I have to do? Integrate it on both sides. That's all, no? So integration, differentiation, they will get cancelled. So v is equals to k by r integration of dq. So integration k and dq also will get cancelled, no? R is a constant here. So r is definitely constant, no? So if you take dq here, here also r is a constant. If you take dq here, here also r is a constant. So r is a constant, I am taking it outside. So kq divided by r. This is the equation. Okay, ma? So this is the potential exactly at the center of the ring if a charge is uniformly distributed throughout its circumference. Okay. Now can you say what is the electric potential at the center if a charge is present only on half of the circumference? For this one, can you say the answer, ma? Charge is present only on half of the circumference. Now what is the potential at point B? Radius remains to be same, and charge is also Q only. For this one, what is the answer? Here also answer remains to be kq by r only. What is the reason? Again you take a small dq. Again you take a small dq. Are you able to understand, ma? So dV is equals to K dQ divided by R. So integrate it on both sides. So V is equals to integration of K dQ divided by R. Again K and R, they are constants only, no? So take them outside. So K by R integration of dQ. Clear ma? So integration differentiation again will get cancelled, no? So again answer is KQ divided by R only. That's all. Then what about this one? What about third one? Here also answer remains to be KQ divided by capital R only. Are you able to understand, ma? So it doesn't depend whether total charge is present throughout the ring or not. It doesn't depend on that. It depends on what? It depends on magnitude of charge. Here magnitude of charge is Q. Here also magnitude is Q. Here also magnitude is Q only, no? Therefore potential at the center will not change. Okay, come on. Can we do this calculation? So what is the arrangement of charges? Charges each Q are arranged at x is equal to d, 2d, 4d, 8d like this, and up to infinity charges are present. Then we are supposed to find out electric potential at the origin. Clear ma? So consider this is an xy axis. Clear? So this is our x axis and this is our y axis. So this is the origin. Okay ma? So where charges are present? So let it be d, 2d. Clear ma? This one is 3d, this one is 4d, this one is 5d. So these are the distances. Clear? So therefore, where are charges are present? First of all, at x is equal to d, here q charge is present. Next 2d, here one more charge is present. Next 4d, this is the arrangement of next charge, and charges are going like this. So like this charges are arranged up to where? Charges are arranged up to infinity. Then total electric potential at the origin. Here I want to calculate electric potential. So how can I calculate electric potential? It is KQ divided by R only, no, due to single charge. So therefore electric potential at origin, how can I calculate? Due to first charge, it is KQ divided by D. That's all, no? Due to second charge, KQ divided by 2D. Due to third charge, KQ divided by 4D, and it goes on up to infinity. That's all, no? So what are the terms which are common here? So V naught is equals to KQ by D if I take common. Then it is 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4, and it goes on like this. So this is what kind of progression? This is a geometric progression. That's all, no? Because the ratio of two terms, it is commonly it is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 by 1 is how much? 1 by 2. 1 by 4 by 1 by 2 is also 1 by 2. So this is what kind of progression, ma? So this is a geometric progression. This is a geometric progression. Okay, ma? Now, what is the sum of infinite terms in the case of a geometric progression? Sum of infinite, how much? So, a by 1 minus r. So, sum of infinite terms in geometric progression, it is equals to a divided by 1 minus r. Clear, ma? A is the first term. Which is the first term here? 1. And what is meant by r value? R value is the common ratio. Clear, ma? So a is called first term. First term which is equal to 1 here. R is called as common ratio. Okay. What is meant by common ratio? It is 1 by 2 divided by 1, or I can write 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 2. So whatever it may be, it is equals to 1 by 2. That's all, no? Now just substitute in this value, that should be our answer. Clear? So therefore, a by 1 minus r, how much it is? So a value is how much? 1. 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2. Clear? So 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2, 1 by 1 by 2 is 2. That's all, no? That is our answer. So if I calculate V naught is equals to, so KQ divided by D into total sum is equal to 2, no, ma? So 2 KQ divided by D. That is our answer. That's all, no? And what is K value? K value is 1 by 4 pi E naught. So therefore I can write 2 into Q divided by 4 pi E naught into D. So this is our answer. Okay, ma? Come on. Okay, ma? So plus q minus q plus q minus q, they are arranged in this type of fashion, ma? And here also they are arranged up to infinity only. Are you able to understand? So therefore, how can I calculate a potential because of all these charges at the origin? This is my origin, no? So here I want to calculate electric potential. How? Again same concept, no? So V is equals to KQ divided by R. So potential at point U is equals to, so KQ plus Q divided by D, and due to second one minus KQ divided by 2D, due to third one again plus KQ divided by 3D, and due to fourth one minus KQ divided by 4D, and due to fifth one plus KQ divided by 5D, and it goes on like this. That's all, Rama. So therefore, what can I do? I can take KQ divided by D common, no? Then it is 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5, and it goes on like this. Clear, Rama? So what kind of addition is this one? 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5 minus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 7. This will be the arrangement of charges. Okay. So this is exactly like log x plus 1 plus x. Log 1 plus x value is how much? So it is x minus x square by 2 plus x cube divided by 3 minus x power 4 by 4, and it goes on like this. Okay. So this is log 1 plus x value. Are you able to understand? So here, by comparing these two, can you say what is x value? By comparing this to this, x value is 1 only, no? If you compare these two, definitely I can understand x value is 1. So therefore, log 1 plus 1 is how much? It is log 2 to the base e. That's all, no? So therefore, just substitute the value here. That should be our answer. So potential at point O is equals to, so KQ divided by D into log 2 to the base e. Clear, ma? So therefore, KQ log 2 to the base e divided by D. And K value already we know, it is 1 by 4 pi into E naught. Okay, that's all. Okay, ma? So this is the given question. A charge Q is uniformly distributed on a ring of radius R. So this is a ring. Clear, ma? So charge is uniformly distributed on this ring. Okay. And how much charge is present? Q amount of charge is distributed, and radius of this ring is R. Okay. So we are supposed to find out electric potential on axis of the ring. Axis means what? So to this ring, this becomes the axis, no ma? This line which is perpendicular to the plane of this board, that becomes the axis to this ring. Clear? So therefore, if I draw one more diagram, so if this is the ring, clear? So charge is uniformly distributed throughout the ring. So this becomes the axis of the ring. That's all, no? A line which is perpendicular to the plane of this board. And what is the radius of this ring? Radius of this ring is capital R. So this radius is R. Okay. So here at this point P, I want to calculate potential. At what distance? It is at a distance of x from the center of the ring. Okay, ma? So here at point P, I want to calculate the potential. Similarly, I want to draw the variation of potential with respect to x. Okay, come on. Can you say how can I do this one? Can you say, ma? So how can I calculate potential due to ring at an axial point of the ring? How? Anybody, students in online, can you say, ma? How can I calculate potential because of this ring? So these are very important models, ma. So you should have an idea about them, how you should solve. How? First of all, this ring, is it a point charge or is it an extended charge? What kind of charge is this? Definitely this is an extended charge. So charge is not present at a point. So what I can do, I can take the help of calculus. No? So how can I take the help of calculus? Very simple. So you select a small dq. You select a small dq. What is dq? Small amount of charge. So due to this small amount of charge, here at this point, there will be small amount of potential developed, no? Which will be called as dV. Can I say like this? So because of this small charge, a small potential will be developed at this point. Because at this point only I am supposed to calculate potential number. So here a small amount of potential will be developed, and that dV, how can I write? dV is equals to k dq divided by r. This is the equation, no? For potential due to a point charge, V is equals to kq by r. For dV, k dq divided by r. Clear? And what is this distance? This distance is nothing but r. But is r value, is it given? R value is not given, no? Then how can I find out r value? R value, how can I find out? Students in online, you should answer. Pythagoras theorem I can use, no? So this distance is r, radius. This distance is x. So therefore r value will be how much? R value is equals to square root of r square plus x square. That's all. Now substitute in this relation. If I substitute, so dV is equals to k dq divided by square root of r square plus x square. I got answer up to here. Now if I want total potential, what I have to do? Integrate on both sides. That's all. No? If I want total potential, just you should add potential due to all these elements, all dq's which are present on this length of this ring. Are you able to understand more? So if you integrate on both sides, integration and differentiation will get cancelled. So I will get V is equals to, now in this equation, can you say what are the terms which are constant? K is a constant. Similarly, square root of r square plus x square is also a constant, no? Because whichever dq you take, that dq is at same distance up to this point. So therefore definitely I can write square root of r square plus x square is also a constant. So you can take this one also out of the integration. So k divided by square root of r square plus x square integration of dq. What is integration of dq? Total amount of charge. dq is small charge. Integration means total amount of charge. So therefore how I can write V is equals to kq divided by square root of r square plus x square. That's all. This is my equation. Are you able to understand? Come on, make a note up to here. Then we will do the second question also. Come on. Let us see the next question. So he is also asking one more question. What is that question? Sketch the variation of potential with respect to x. This how can I solve? Can you say? How can I calculate? How can I draw a graph? Graph of what? Graph of how potential is changing with respect to x value. How can I calculate? Okay. So my x means what? X means distance of point P from the center of the ring. This distance is x, no? Clear? So let us consider if x is 0. If x value is 0. If x value is 0, then what will be the potential? So it will be equal to, then it will become potential at center, no? So potential at center point will be how much? It is equals to kq divided by r only. Square root of r square will become r. That's all, no? Similarly, if I take another case, if x value is infinite, if x value is infinite, infinite means what? Very, very large. It means this point P is somewhere at infinity. So if x value becomes infinity, then total denominator will become infinity, no? Then anything divided by infinity is how much? 0. That's all, no? So if x value becomes infinity, then what I can write? Then I can write, then potential at infinity will be how much? It will become 0. Okay. So by looking at these two, what do you understand? How potential is varying? At the center it is kq divided by r. Clear, ma? At infinity it is equal to 0. Therefore how potential is changing? How can you draw a graph? Decreasing continuously. That's all, no? So therefore the graph which I can draw is like this. Clear, ma? So can I draw a graph like this? So this is x is equal to 0, and here x value is changing. Here also x value is continuously changing. So potential at the center it is maximum, no? Potential at the center it is maximum. Then from there onwards what is happening? Continuously potential is decreasing. Finally at infinity it will become 0. So therefore, I can draw a graph like this, no ma? Continuously potential becomes continuously decreasing. So I can draw a graph like this. Okay. So only at this point here potential will be maximum. I can draw like this. So this is my graph. Come on. So two identical thin rings, each of radius r, are coaxially placed. What is meant by coaxially placed, ma? Coaxially placed means what? They are present on the same axis. That is the meaning of this one. Clear, ma? And they are separated by a distance of r. And radius is also r only, no? Radius of them is also r. So if q1 and q2 are the charges respectively spread on the two rings, then find the work done in moving a charge q from center of the ring having a charge q1 to the other ring. Clear, ma? So this is the question. So this is one ring. This is another ring. Clear? So its radius is r. Its radius is also r. And on this one, how much charge is present? So let us suppose q1 amount of charge is present. So on this one, q2 amount of charge is present. So total charge present is q2. And this distance is also equal to r only. This distance is also r. So from where to where I have to move the charge? Find the work done in removing a charge from center of the ring. From here to here, I want to move a charge. Clear? So how much a charge? So here, for example, q amount of charge is present at the center. So from here to, I want to move the charge up to here. Okay, ma? So let this one be point A and here center be point B. So what is the work done in moving a charge from A to B? That is the question. Okay? Come on. Can you calculate this one, ma? Can you take 2 minutes of time and try to calculate this? Okay, come on. Think carefully and try to do. So how can we solve this one? See, ma, to move a charge from one point to another point, first of all, I should know the potential difference, no? Clear? First of all, I should know potential difference between these 2 points. Clear? If I know the potential difference, very easily I can calculate the work done. So what is the equation basically we have? The equation which we have is, so potential difference is equals to work done per unit charge. This is the equation which we have now. And potential difference between which points we are supposed to calculate? We are moving the charge from A to B. So I want a potential difference between B and A. So therefore same equation how I can write? VB minus VA is equals to work done per unit charge. That's all, no? VB square. Have you got that one? Potential difference. VB minus VA. Clear, no? So therefore, work done will be how much? Work done will be equal to VB minus VA into Q. This is the equation, no? And what is meant by Q here? Q means the charge which we are moving from A to B. Okay, ma? So first of all, I want to calculate a potential difference VB minus VA. So how can I calculate? So potential difference here. Here potential difference is because of how many charges? So here potential difference will be because of this ring and because of this ring also. No? All of you are able to understand, ma? So here potential difference will be because of charge present on the own ring. Similarly, potential difference will be potential difference because of other ring also. No? So this potential difference also will be acting at this point. Are you able to understand? Okay. So therefore, this total charge is symmetrically distributed from this point. No? So therefore, how can I calculate potential at point B? Potential at point B is potential due to ring 1 plus potential due to ring 2. Two potentials are present. No? So potential due to ring 1 means what? This ring. This is ring 1. This is potential ring 2. So potential due to ring 1 means this is the total charge which is distributed at symmetrical point to this point. No? So what is this distance? This distance is how much? This distance is square root of r square plus r square. That's all now. Square root of r square plus r square is how much? Root 2 into r. Clear no? So potential due to ring 1 at this point is how much? I can calculate. So K, and what is the total charge present on this one? Q1 no? So K Q1 divided by R. R value is how much? Root 2 into R. That's all no? So this is the potential due to which ring? Due to first ring. Similarly, second ring will have its own potential at the same point, no? That potential will be how much? That potential will be equal to KQ2 divided by R. That's all, no? So this is the potential at point B. All of you are able to understand how we are calculating? Similarly, how can I calculate a potential at point A? This potential also I have to calculate, no? So potential at point A, how can I calculate? So potential at point A is equals to, again, potential due to ring 1 plus potential due to ring 2. Okay, come on. Now, potential at this point because of ring 1 is how much? It is again KQ1 divided by R. That's all, no? Because this point is exactly present at the center of the first ring. So its radius is how much? Its radius is R. So KQ1 divided by R. Okay. Similarly, because of this second ring, here what is the potential? This point is again symmetrical to every point of the ring, Roma. So therefore, what is this distance? This distance also same distance, no? It is also root 2 into R. Root 2 into R. That's all, no? So therefore, potential due to second ring is how much? K Q2 divided by root 2 into R. Okay. So this is potential at point A and this is potential at point B. Now, can't you calculate VB minus VA and can't you multiply that one with the charge which we are carrying? What is the charge which we are carrying? We are carrying a charge of Q. That is our answer. Okay, come on. Do the calculation from here onwards. So if we do VB minus VA, then this is the result which I got. So this is VB, this is VA. We are subtracting both of them. And VB minus VA. Potential difference is that much. Clear? So if that is the potential difference, then what will be the amount of work done? Work done will be how much? Ma? Work done will be Q into VB minus VA only, no? Clear? So W is equals to how much charge we are moving? We are moving a charge of capital Q. And multiplied by VB minus VA is how much? So 1 by 4 pi E naught into Q1 minus Q2 into root 2 minus 1 divided by root 2 into R. So this is our equation. That's all, no? So therefore, for symmetrical points, ring definitely behaves like a point charge. Come on, make a note of this. So are you able to understand what is happening here? Clear? So sketch the variation of electric potential on the x-axis with respect to x, for which limits we are supposed to draw this variation of potential from x is equals to plus infinity to minus infinity in the following cases. In these three cases, we are supposed to calculate how potential is changing with respect to x value. Have you understood? So first one I will draw, second one will you try to draw? First one I will explain how to draw this first one. Then second one and third one you should try to draw. Clear, ma? Okay. So see, first of all, let us see how potential varies. So potential due to point charge. Potential due to point charge. What is the formula, ma? Potential due to point charge, what is the formula? So V is equals to KQ divided by R. This is the formula. Potential due to point charge is V is equals to KQ divided by R, where K value is 1 by 4 pi E naught. Clear? For example, this is a point charge Q. Here at a distance of R, if I want to calculate potential, then this is the equation. Okay. So if I take R value is 0, what is meant by R value is 0? If I take R value is 0, R value 0 means what? Distance is 0, it means this R value is so small, this R value is present at the charge only. This is the R value. Point P is present exactly on the charge only. So if R value becomes 0, then what will be the potential? Potential on the charge will be how much? Potential on the charge kq by 0 is equals to infinite. How much ma? Kq by 0 will become infinite. So potential on the charge will be infinite. It will be very large. Infinite means very, very large. Clear? Similarly, so here potential will be how much? Here potential will be infinite. Similarly, here also potential will be infinite only. In between both of them, how potential will be changing? Potential will be minimum. For example, if you take any point here, or if you take any point at the center of these two charges. So definitely here there will be some potential. So here potential due to this charge will be how much? At this point D, first let us do this first calculation. Clear now? So this is Q, and this is also plus Q, this is also plus Q. Clear now? They are separated by how much distance? They are separated by a distance of D. So here at the center, at a point P, at the center of this line, if I want to calculate potential, then how much will be the potential? Potential due to first charge will be how much? KQ divided by D by 2. That's all. Similarly, potential due to this one also will be equal to KQ divided by D by 2. This will be the total potential existing at this point. Okay. But potential at these points is how much? But potential near to this point charges is how much? It is infinity, no? It means this is the minimum potential which is possible, no? All of you are able to understand, ma? Potential near the point charges is infinite. So it means in between these two charges, definitely potential will be less than infinite. So therefore, how can I draw a graph? I can draw a graph like this. So, for example, if this is the position of two charges, are you able to understand, ma? So this is plus Q and this is also plus Q. Are you able to understand? So here potential it is infinity, no? Here also potential is infinite. So therefore, can I draw a graph like this? I can draw a graph like this, no? Okay. So what does this mean? What does this mean? This means that potential near the point charges is infinite, very, very large. So this is the variation of potential. Are you able to understand? And in between them, definitely potential will be minimum. It is not zero. Potential is not zero. Potential has not touched this point. Graph has not touched this point. Potential is minimum, that's all. But near the charges, potential is infinite. Can I draw a graph like this? Definitely I can draw the graph. Similarly, on the right side of this second charge, how potential varies? 1 minute, my time is completed. Okay, ma? So up to here it is clear now, all of you. So potential near the charges is infinite. Then when compared to this potential, definitely potential in between the charges will be definitely lesser. Okay. So therefore this is how potential varies. And here potential is minimum. What is this distance? This distance is D by 2. At D by 2, this will be the amount of potential and that will be minimum. Okay. So this is about the graph of potential in between the two charges. Now on the right side of second charge, can I say how can I draw a graph? Still graph is not completed. No, this side also we should draw the graph. This side also we should draw the graph. Okay. Now can you say what will be the shape of the graph on this side? On the right side of second charge, what will be the shape of the graph? Can you say, ma? So again same concept. Potential near the charge will be how much? Infinite. And potential at a very long distance from the charge will be how much? 0. So let us see this condition. Okay, ma? So one more condition. So if R is infinite, what is meant by R is infinite? Distance, this R value from the charge is very long. Then it will become KQ divided by infinite. No, KQ divided by infinite means how much? 0. So therefore potential at infinite will be 0. Okay. So potential at a charge is infinite. Potential at infinite is 0. So how can you sketch a graph? Very simple. So graph will be like this. Graph will be like this. So at the position of the charge, potential is infinite. But as you go on moving away from the charge, potential continuously decreases and finally it becomes 0. That's all. Similarly, what about graph on this side? Same charge, same type of graph. So this becomes our graph. That's all, Doma. So this is the graph for first position, first arrangement of charges. So this is also a positive charge, this is also a positive charge. Now you try to draw the graphs for these two ones. Second arrangement and third arrangement. Okay, ma? Come on. See how you can draw. Anybody, ma? How can you draw graph for second arrangement of charges? So what is the difference between first arrangement and second arrangement? What is the difference, ma? In the first condition, both were positive charges only, no? In the second condition, one is a positive charge and second one is a negative charge. That's all. And in third condition, both are negative charges only. Okay. So for this arrangement, how can I draw a graph of potential with respect to x value? How can I draw sigma? So this is plus q and this one is minus q. That's all. So definitely potential at the charges will be infinite. Potential near the charges will be infinite because when R value becomes 0, potential will become infinite. But one is a positive potential, another one is negative potential. No? That's all. No? In first arrangement, both potential were that because of positive potential only, because both the charges are positive. But in the second condition, one potential will be positive and another potential will be negative. Clear, no? So therefore, if I calculate potential exactly at a distance of d by 2, what is meant by d by 2? Exactly at the center. Then here, can you say how much will be the potential? Exactly at the center here, how much will be the potential? Can you say? Anybody? Any? 0 it will be. Why 0? So potential exactly at the center will be equal to kq divided by d by 2 minus kq divided by d by 2. So total potential will be 0. That's all. No? So 1 point we got. And what is the potential at plus q? Here what will be the potential? Potential because of this charge will be infinite. In which direction? Positive direction. Similarly, potential due to minus q is also infinite. No? But it will be in which direction? Negative direction. So therefore, how can I draw a graph? So if this is plus q and if this is minus q, then how shall I draw a graph, ma? So graph which I should draw will be like this. So here potential will be infinite, no? So it will be infinite and it will become 0 at the center. Here what about potential? Here potential will be infinite but in negative direction. So here potential will be like this. This is how I can draw the graph now. Are you able to understand? Okay. Then what about potential on this side? Potential on the right side of negative charge. What will be the potential? Again same concept, no? Potential at the charge will be infinite. And as you move away from the charge, potential continuously decreases and finally it becomes 0. So therefore, how shall I draw a graph? So graph will be like this. That's all. No? Clear? Now what about this point? Here potential will be how much? Again here potential will be infinite, no? As you move away from the charge, potential continuously decreases. So because this is negative charge, potential is negative. This is positive charge, potential is positive. That's all. Okay. Come on. Now can't you draw the graph of this one, third one? Come on, try to draw. So for third condition, now it is very simple, no? So both the charges are negative charges only. So therefore, how can I draw a graph? Very simple. So again at the center of these two charges, what will be the potential? No? Definitely potential will be 0. Potential will not be 0. Potential will be minimum, that's all. Clear? See, for example, this is negative charge and this is also a negative charge. And here if I want to calculate the potential at a distance of d by 2, so this distance is also equal to d by 2. Here what will be the potential? Let this be point P. So potential at point P will be how much, ma? So minus kq divided by d by 2 minus kq divided by d by 2. Potential, is it 0? Potential is not 0. Clear? But definitely you can say this potential will be minimum. Why it is minimum potential? Because potential at the charges will be infinite. That's all. No? and these two are negative charges, no? So potentials will also be negative. So therefore, how can I draw a graph? So this is minus q, this is also minus q. So this is the graph, clear Nama? So therefore, how can I draw a graph? So graph, I have to draw like this. That's all. So both potentials are negative. And exactly at the center, here potential will be minimum. Okay. So negative potential, negative potential. So this is the minimum amount of potential. I can call it as V minimum. Minimum amount of potential. And on this side, graph will be like this. And on this side also, graph will be like this. That's all. So at the charge, potential will be infinite. And as you move away from the charge, potential continuously decreases. Finally, it becomes zero. Okay, that's so make a note of this.